Hey everyone, welcome to my newest baby, my podcast. Mondays are for the girls, coming to you live from my couch. I'm going to give you a quick intro of who I am, what this is, and where it's going, and then we will get there. My name is Bree Percy. I grew up in Curtis, Ontario, which is 45 minutes east of Toronto. Everyone knows where Toronto is, so get a map out. And if you wonder where Curtis is, just go over a little bit past Oshawa. There we are. I'm just a normal chick, nothing crazy going on in my life. I'm not married, been with my spouse for 12 years, so you're probably thinking, why isn't she married? I can't answer that. I don't know. Ask him. His name is Scott. Hope you flood his DMs. I have 2 fur babies, 1 human baby. Her name is Harper. She's 10 months, and my fur babies are Cooper and Bryn. We just bought actually our forever home just outside of Peterborough. As you know, if you're from the Durham region, you can't afford shit in the Durham region right now because everyone from the city is coming out this way ever since the COVID thing happened. So you either A, have to have $1 million to buy a normal family home, B, move to bumfuck nowhere, or C, buy a fixer-upper. And we did 2 out of the 3. We bought a fixer-upper in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. So there we go. We're renovating our whole house right now, so if you hear saws in the back, that's how it's probably going to be for the next 8 podcasts. So nothing besides that is going on in my life. I am on maternity leave because I had my daughter 10 months ago, plus I lost my job at the beginning of COVID in March 2020 because I'm a nurse, and they didn't know how this whole COVID thing was going to affect pregnant ladies, so my boss, who was a doctor, said, if I were you, I'd go on leave early because we don't know how this thing's going to go. So, went on leave early, been on leave for just over 1.5 years now. I'm not interesting personally, but I am very interested, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to start this podcast. I like learning about things, and also when I listen to podcasts, I feel like a lot of people who have podcasts already are either famous or they have a previous platform. Which it's never just normal people talking about normal shit in the ones I listen to personally. I just wanted to create a podcast that you can either listen to while you're driving to work or to groceries or whatever you're doing, cleaning your house, or just drinking your coffee in the morning, or you can even have me on in the background as background noise. I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me how you put me on, just throw me on. Just be mindful that we are not censored. And neither are any of the topics that are going to be talked about on this podcast. We're going to talk about things from sex, anxiety, to just shooting the shit sometimes with girlfriends. Commercial break. I'm just kidding. No one sponsors us. I do this for free. So making the leap from podcast listener to podcaster is going to be a transition. So just bear with me. I'm learning as I go. We'll see where it goes. So getting into it, why I like listening to podcasts, they're kind of like therapy. At least when I listen to them sometimes, it's like, oh, these people are going through the exact same thing as me. And it makes me, like, I can relate to it, which I love. Also, I love learning about things, even if it's things I didn't even know I wanted to learn about. I used to listen to one about psychics and mediums and, like, auras and stuff, and I found that really interesting. So just stuff that you can listen to and be like, oh, never knew that. That's really cool. Gain some knowledge. Also, I would love to be able to be transparent with people. Like I said, like a therapy session. So you don't feel like you're alone going through certain things, whether it's navigating certain relationships or ways to budget. You just moved into your first home and you want ways to budget. I feel like I'm not an expert, but I have some tips where if we have a guest on that time, maybe they'll have some tips as well. Getting a budgeting expert would be cool. I would also love to have some of my friends and people in my community on here. Some of them are doing really cool things, whether it's creating businesses, selling new products, or trying to be Instagram influencers for a good purpose and a good company. I love that. I have really dope friends doing some dope shit, so that for them to have a platform to explore what they're doing and share with other people is awesome for me as well. I love that. I would also love to have small business owners from local, like Durham region, Peterborough, Kawartha Lakes area. I follow some on Instagram and it's really cool. Obviously women, but it is Mondays with the girls. Like, obviously, I'm going to have women supporting women, small owned businesses by women, even though I know there's some men listening out there. Definitely one. Scott, you better be listening out there. Also, I would love to have. I was thinking about this actually. I wanted to do instead of commercials because obviously I do this for free and I don't get anything out of it, and I just want it to be a great podcast and supporting people. So I'm going to do weekly small business shout outs instead of commercials. So if you want to be featured, just send me a DM or an email, DM through Instagram, and the email I'll have up on this podcast. Just send the link of your business, whether it's an Instagram page or an actual website, and we'll shout you out, let everyone know what you're doing. And yeah, I thought that was a good idea. Let me know what you guys think. Also, I'm going to do a weekly Instagram page shout out. So, like, even if you're not selling something, you don't have a business, I'm going to do one where you, like, shout out a page where if someone's sharing knowledge on crystals or plants, because we all went through that houseplant phase in COVID, right? Or even someone who's doing, a lot of people I follow do this, like, body positivity, motivation, self-confidence stuff, and I love that because I need that in my life. I don't know about you guys, but I really need that in my life sometimes. So yeah, if you want to be featured in any of that stuff, just send me a DM on Instagram or an email and link your page. That would be awesome. Our first page shout out is actually going to be Percy's Plants. So it's at Percy's Plants on Instagram. It's a gardening and house plant account. It's actually my sister who runs it. She posts anything about certain types of plants, where you can get plants in the Durham region, how to take care of your plants, whether they have bugs or diseases. And it also fills your page with beautiful pictures of greenery as she posts her own plants, which she has a shit ton. She's got, I think, between like 40 and 50 plants now, and she takes good care of all of them. So I give her kudos, because when I went through that buying house plants phase in quarantine, they don't look as hot as when I bought them. And she actually stuck with taking care of her plants because she loves them like little children. So if you want to know anything about plants, you can always message her. She'll always get back to you, and she's just sharing plant happiness with the world. So yeah, throw her a follow. It's at Percy's Plants. That's PercyPlants. I'd love to hear what you guys think about any of the episodes, opinions, ideas on what you would like to hear for certain episode topics, who you want to hear from certain episodes, and the possibilities are endless, and I'm open to anything. Nothing's off limits. No topics are off limits. We're good to go. We're not censored. No one's regulating us. Let's go. You can email us at mondaysarforthegirls@gmail.com. I answer them religiously, as well as you can DM us on Instagram and throw us a follow there too. As well, I don't know if you're listening to us through Podbean or YouTube, but hit the little subscribe if you're through YouTube as well as on Podbean. So for our first small business shout out, we're going to shout out Made by Mac Natural. She's on Instagram and she sells amazing all natural products, from stuff you would use on your body to stuff you'd clean your house with, really everything. And what's great about Made by Mac Natural is all of her products she lists. I'll just list off a couple of them. Lip balm, face masks, beeswax candles, fabric deodorizer, all-purpose cleaner, face and body masks, lotion bars, whipped body butter, and I love this stuff. She gives me some of this stuff. She gave it to me actually when she first started it out. When I was pregnant, she gave me some scrub and some lotion for my belly, and let me tell you, I only have maybe 3 stretch marks that were there before I even started using this. So I love all of her stuff, and the charcoal mask, the face charcoal mask, is my favorite. I put it on when I go into the bath, and I use her homemade bath bombs, and I just have a Made by Mac natural bath, and it is fantastic. She also, with every product, if you go on her page, she has an ingredient list of every product, so you know what's going in there. And it's all natural stuff. I can spell it, I can say it, so that works for me. I hate when I look on the back of my shampoo bottles, or I look on the back of the Febreze thing that you spray in the air when you know a company's coming over, and I can maybe list off two of the products that I can actually read that are in there. So even like, let's look at this. For the fabric deodorizer, she has alcohol, baking soda, and essential oils. And I know she has a ton of essential oils, so she can even custom make the scent that you want, which is great. I've also used the chapstick from there, which I love. And I just constantly am putting it on because, number one, it feels good, and my lips are always chapped, especially right now because it's like not cold, but it's super windy and it just kills my lips. And my house is like super dry with all the dust from the renos right now. So, yeah, throw her a follow. It's amazing. Like, her products are great. Also, love the beeswax candles. Let's throw that in there. The beeswax candles are probably one of my favorites. Anyways, throw her a follow and order some products. So it's Made by Mac Natural on Instagram. And if you want to throw her an email, it's madebymacnatural@gmail.com. And she gets back no problem. And she's a good friend of mine. So yeah, love her products. So every Monday, we will be hitting you with a new episode on a new topic, possibly a guest. If you hit a follow on Instagram, you will see little hints of we have a guest, who it's going to be, as well as the topics that are coming up. And as a first episode little treat, we're going to be sending the first 5 people who follow us on Instagram and DM us through Instagram their fave Starbucks drink. Has to be redeemed any day before next week's episode. So you guys are hearing this on April 26th. It has to be one of the days between then and May 3rd will be the next episode. So if you are one of the 5, we'll message you and we'll tell you that you've won. You can send us the DM back saying what drink you want, the day you want it, the time, and your address, so we can send you your beverage of choice, because everyone deserves to be treated every once in a while, whether it's by yourself or someone else. And that's my motto. Usually I like to treat myself, whether it's just a sneaky little Amazon purchase or if it's a sneaky little large fry and smoothie from McDonald's, because that's my go-to usually. If you don't drink Starbucks coffee, we'll throw a Tim's out there for you, or a McDonald's coffee, because I know there's people who like McDonald's coffee over Tim's and people who hate Starbucks, which I don't understand that, but you're free to do whatever you want. And also, everyone DM me what your guilty pleasure is. Like, what do you do behind closed doors that you just love? Whether it's a bath, that's another one I go to, or you sneak in the McDonald's drive-thru, or just let me know. I'm actually really interested in what everyone's guilty pleasure is. So our second small business shout out, we're going to be doing 2 an episode. This is the second one, is the Carnation. She makes all natural dog treats as well as pet accessories. So for pet accessories, she makes dog bandanas, cat bandanas. The dog bandanas range in all different sizes, and she can also customize them with the name of your dog, which is super cute, as well as make you a matching scrunchie with the same fabric. I mean, who wouldn't want that? I have a ton for my dogs, as well as the matching scrunchie, of course. She also just released a new product, which is catnip toys. So she can get them same fabric as you're getting with the bandana. You can get a toy made out of that fabric as well, full of catnip. And I'm definitely getting some for my mom's cat because he would just absolutely love it. You can get the all-natural dog treats made, or she also sells mason jars full of the ingredients. You can make them at home as well, which I think is super cool. Prices are amazing considering she makes them at home by herself, and it's all locally sourced, which is great as well. And right now she's actually having a sale on some of the bandanas that she does. I think they're the smaller ones for like cats and smaller dogs, but definitely check her out. It's at the Carnation19 on Instagram is the handle, and the name is the Carnation, but you can also find her on Facebook. And if you want to order, just send her a DM or comment on something and she'll DM you back. Also, she makes tons of different bandanas for seasons, different holidays. She does birthday ones if you want to do a little doggy birthday one. It's fantastic, and I love all of her products, and she's a good friend of mine. So shout out Court. You're doing a great job. That is amazing. I love your company and your products. And yeah, so throw her a DM and buy some dog stuff, because who doesn't want to spoil their dog, cat, or even yourself with some new scrunchies? Anyways, guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope to hear you guys back next week. There'll be giveaways throughout. Maybe if we have guests and they want to throw in a giveaway on the podcast, that's cool with them, but nothing scheduled yet. If you have someone you want to hear from or you want to be on the podcast yourself, then yeah, just DM me. And so for at the end of every episode, I'm going to do a song recommendation of the week. This week it's Pineapple by Nick D. That's pineapple but with an F, Pineapple. I'll throw a pic up if you're watching on YouTube right now of the album cover thing, and I love it. It's a banger for me. If you don't like it, that's fine. Scott hates it. It is what it is. I like it. Let me know what you think. And that's it for this week, guys. I'll talk to you next Monday. See you later. Peace out.